Hey everybody, this is Brickster showing off flight risk. I mean flight risk. Yeah, that's what I meant. Flight risk. He is a Cybertronian drone. Basically meant for undercover security work, but not really meant for battle. I mean, he does have a weapon, but it's not meant for actual fighting. Only meant for emergencies when he gets attacked. But yeah. So he's got like a yellow eye right here, yellow drone eye. Got two red thrusters on the bottom, two little wings sticking out of the sides, and then he's got like a tail fin, 3 tail fins actually. I was trying to figure out different ways it would look and how it would look if I did different ways for it. First way was like this, where the back thruster would be sticking out. I thought that looked really interesting, and where he would have 3 tail fins, 1 small one, 2 big ones. But that I sort of wanted it to look more compact and pieced together, so I just pulled this back, brought down the rear thruster, and then I flipped these. Nope, that's not working. Failing more on this. I just brought these down and made these into something to fill in the gap. And you've got I like to think of this spot right here as in like an antenna, the Wi-Fi signal that connects to the person controlling the drone. Sort of like an antenna. But I tried to use an antenna for him, but it didn't work because the piece was too flimsy. And anyway, you can sort of see the head at the bottom, but no, it makes up for it in being small and compact, I guess. Well, anyway, off the transformation. To transform flight risk, what you do first is, well, on the tail fin, you push these back just a little bit so that it would have area to move up. You pull this backwards again so that he's got sort of a tail for some reason. These two, minifigure handlebars, they both pull out of the way. Sort of like that. And then, what do you do? Well, you don't snap off his waist because that would be bad. What you do here is you flip both of these legs around, and ta-da! No, that's not him, I swear. You take these wings right here, pull them down, and take this spot and pull it. So, rotate it 90 degrees. Do the same on the other side. And then you take this entire sector right here, and flip it 90 degrees. Make sure that it's straight right here so that you would have more accessibility. Then what you do is you turn this direction counterclockwise. Well, first you move the arm out of the way. Make sure you move this 90 degrees. 180 degrees around. More like 360 degrees around. Same on the other side. Move the arm out of the way. Bring it down. Break it down. Bum, 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 bum. No, and make sure that well, first off, this handlebar right here has to be moved all the way up so that it can't be moved anymore. And try to make sure that these are like completely level with the thing, the circle, and then these two black pieces here, these full bar 2x1 plates, you push them down so that right here the studs, tiles, the plates are moved, but not all the way. So it's like, you know what I mean, right? And then you take the arms wiggle them backwards. So they're all the way to the back. Then you take this, take the arm part, and move it 90 degrees downwards. I mean, it doesn't have to be 90 degrees downwards. It can be around 90 degrees downwards. Just can't be facing backwards like this, because it looks too weird. And you take this part, move it upwards, just a little bit. Then you take his entire waist, flip it around, and then you just accordion and collapse everything in. Except for this part right here. You don't collapse it in, because... And then after that, I like to do this because it looks cool. I turn his head so the side of the tile is facing forwards. Then I take the tile on top and I turn it around so that the sides are facing the corners are actually facing the sides of this stud, like that. And then he's got like a visor going like two directions instead of one direction, which I like really cool. Wow, grammar! I'm great at it. So anyway, oh, and then you take the legs and move them this way so that they don't look so flat. Haha, get it? Because he's so flat-footed. Ah, get it? Oh, the puns! Oh, the puns! He works for the police force and he's flat-footed. Oh! Okay, so, well, there's flight risk in his robot mode. There you go, I think it's much better. As you can see, flight risk. He turns into a pretty, I'd say 50-50. Half bulky, half flimsy. Because his legs are pretty short and not all that built up on. Although his body on top, that is really built up on. Which is where the majority of the transformation moves towards. He's got one of his thrusters is like on his chest, which I thought was really cool because it gives a sort of Iron Man feel. And his other thruster is on his, well, booty. So basically, if he farts, it's just thrusters everywhere, just. Butt and your butt. Oh man, I'm not even trying to make these puns. I like how the back. I just don't know why, but the back from here, it looks amazing to me. It's just so satisfying to see these two tiles, this tile and this tile, in the way that they are. Is it satisfying to everybody else, or is it just to me? Because if it's just to me, then I'll feel really weird. Yeah, but anyway, repeatedly I kept trying to make Flight Risk's flat feet more built so that he didn't look like a duck, but it kept not working because it didn't work over and over again. Man, I'll be here all week, people. Listen to my horrible grammar. It kept not working for some reason. I just don't know why, but I don't like the look of him having blocky feet. So, anyway, as I said, this guy, what I was trying to say was, what he's meant for is he's an undercover police operative that's not really meant for fighting, but His real the meaning is when he sees the criminals in place, he basically warns them. Like basically just a different design and idea for this lawnmower transformer that another guy that I like watching called Mindbender built. It turned into a lawnmower, and I built it, looked at it for a little while, and then changed it a little bit. And I had a third mode, which was like a mountain lion mode. I'm not gonna do a video on that because that guy is long gone. But anyway, the gun for Flight Risk isn't built in, which is a first for my Transformers. I normally try to have my Transformers as weapons built into the transformation, but this time, nope, not really, because I figured since he's a police force operative and it's not really meant for fighting, he shouldn't have a weapon built into a system on hand ready. So I built this little thing. This is like the magazine right here, the handle, barrel, and my imagination is that he would pop off this tile every single time when he wants to reload the magazine and pop on a new tile, and it fits nicely into his hand. Right here, see? There's multiple poses that I could put him in that would look really cool. He's got Mantis-like arms, which can move side to side as well, but at a different angle, and up and down. Same for the other arm. Then for his legs, he can't move them forward, but he can move them side to side. Can't move his hips forward though, which you can do for some posing. And then the part that won't make sense is his hip move, like his waist moves side to side. Which sometimes happens. And his head left and right. Okay, well there we go. Him pointing the gun at you. So anyway, I'm Brickster, and if you like this little video, because I built this guy in like 3-4 minutes, please be sure to like this video and comment down below what other things I should build. And if you like my videos, like really like them or stuff, please be sure to subscribe. That way you'll be notified if I make any other videos. I'm Brickster, and I'll see you guys later.